My mother didn't give birth to me to come around here trying to seduce people. If they don't want to like me naturally, that's it, they can leave it. And that's the foolishness I'm talking about, because guys, the key word seduction had nothing whatsoever to do with you trying to lure someone to your bed. It was rather teaching you how to navigate your way around with people and make them be for you as opposed to being against you, and make them support. So proud of you. Happy New Year, baby. Yes, I'm proud of you. Of course, you watching for sure. You made it to 2023 in spite of the depression, the recession, the peer pressure, the financial struggle, you name it. You can add it in the comment section. Really, guys, survival has become a thing for the champs, and for you to have made it to 2023, you're a champ. Really, I can't even start this video without giving you your credit. All right, I'm proud of you, and I wish you an incredibly awesome 2023. Welcome to the best of your years yet. All right, if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Philldella Eve, but I'm popularly addressed as the goddess, which I prefer actually. I am an actor and a content creator, so basically I share my journey with the sole intention to motivate, encourage, inspire, and elevate as much as I can. Okay, so please do not hesitate to subscribe if you do find my content interesting. Yeah, please, thank you. All right, guys, so in today's video I want to share with you 4 of my small goals I've set for the year to enable me become an even better person. Now, the key word here, small, it's not meant to reflect me as small-minded. No. That's rather because I've truly come to terms with the fact that indeed little drops of water does make an ocean, and also I've been able to trace where my demotivation comes from as a person. I've come to realize that my demotivation doesn't necessarily come from the people who say I can't do a particular thing, because more often when people tell me you can't do it, that's when I'm like, you know what, watch me do it. Then when I actually go ahead to do it and I end up not succeeding, that's when their words start to play in my head like, yeah, they were correct, they said I can't do it, and I've just proven them to be correct. Whereas realistically, most times I am not able to do a particular thing I'm trying to do, not because my actions are not efficient enough, neither is it because I am unable to achieve that thing, but rather because maybe the time frame I have set for that goal is unrealistic. Maybe the goal is too big to be achieved within the time frame I have given it. So when I do it and I don't succeed, as opposed to realizing that the goal is too big to be achieved within the time frame I have given it, I tend to think, yeah, well, truly they were correct, I can't do it. So me right now just want to be setting little goals that I can achieve on a daily, because results are very powerful, results are very motivating. If you squash a particular goal, no matter how small it is, it gives you the motivation to go for the next and the next and the next and the next. Because truly, if a tap is dripping and you take a bucket next to that tap, if it's dripping slowly and you're like, this buckets, it's gonna be filled up within the next 5 minutes, when it doesn't get filled up, what do you think, or how do you feel? You start to feel, oh, okay, maybe you're wasting your time. Whereas if you just put that bucket there and you're patient enough to allow it drop as gradually as it's doing, it's still going to give you that big result you're looking to have. Do you understand? So yes, I hope that explains why I am down for the small goals this time around. Having said that, let's get into my first goal for the year. So the first small goal I've set up for myself this year is to start doing skits. I know, right? Yes, guys, I intend to start doing skits in addition to being an actor and a vlogger. Now, I believe we all know what skits are, but if you don't, skits are basically short comic videos that are filmed for the purpose of either making people laugh and ease off their stress, or informing them and passing across a much needed to be learned lesson. All right, now, as a person, I do not think I'm funny ever. I've never envisioned myself to be a funny person. However, I realized that people don't take me seriously when I'm legit being serious. I don't know if that makes any sense. You tell me in the comment section. But yes, I intend to start doing skits, and no, this is not because it is trending or because of the monetary part of it. Nope, this is something I thought about as far back as what, 5 years ago or 6 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I was telling my senior colleague about it, Rex, and he was like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, yeah, but I feel like I'm not funny. He's like, just get it started. You're gonna navigate your way over time. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't think I have a good phone. And he's like, you're just making excuses. Just start to the run ego balance. Those were his words. And Rex, if you're ever watching this, thank you so much, and I'm shouting you out for real. Yes guys, but now I think why it took me a longer time to start doing the skit is because I really wanted to find out my why. The reason I do a particular thing always has to go beyond the trend and the monetary part of it. That way, if I'm not seeing the money, I can still stay consistent. Do you understand? If it's not trending, I can still stay consistent till whenever it is able to get the recognition it deserves. So yes, my skits are not gonna be necessarily overly funny and all that stuff. It's basically gonna be solely rooted in changing the narratives. I feel like there are so many narratives that needs to be changed. I feel like there's a revolution that needs to take its course, and I'm trying to do that via skit. However, I'm trying not to speak too much about the character because I want you guys to anticipate it with all of the suspense it has to come with for it to be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try and insert the photo of what the girl is gonna look like. There's not gonna be any weird makeup to make her look super funny or whatever. She's just a plain girl, but trust me, you're gonna like the skits. Okay, so please stay tuned. And let me be clear, I'm not gonna quit vlogging, I'm not gonna quit acting. Please, I would still be acting, I will still be vlogging, I'll still be doing inspirational videos, but I will also add doing skits. Okay, so yes, I look forward to all of your support. Please, thank you so much in advance. The second small goal I've set up for myself this year is to read more books. Yes guys, I intend to read more, even if that implies reading just one book within 2 to 3 months. That is way better than not reading at all, for real. And honestly, I used to be big on reading though, for real. Oh, you have no idea guys, I used to read a lot. However, I fell off the wheels. Now I don't know the why I fell off the wheels, but I can attribute it to the fact that because I became an actress and started having a lot of scripts to read, it naturally affected my habit of reading other books, which again is just an excuse, because if you think about it, if I did put in the efforts, I could have done better, and better is what I'm trying to do right now. No more excuses, because guys, in as much as our generation is sleeping on reading, yes truly, because people don't like to read nowadays. If you even as little as make a long post on social media, when people see such a post, it's a high-end buy. People don't want to read. And yet, reading is one of the single most profound things you can ever do for yourself if you're looking to not be left behind in terms of knowledge. Oh yes, because if you're not reading, someone who is reading would always be steps ahead of you. It's a given, whether or not you like it. Because if you think about it, reading is like tapping into someone else's 10 to 15 years of experience, and sometimes even more, for free. You're tapping into their experiences, you're learning from their mistakes, because more often what authors do is to share with you the experiences, mistakes they've had to make, things they wish they knew better, ways they could have gone about certain mistakes they've had to make because they didn't know better. Do you understand? Now you're learning, which then spares you the stress of having to learn by experience. They are sharing with you because they believe you're currently going through that stage of your life, and if you can get your hands on that book, it's gonna enable you to navigate your way in a way that makes you come out with a win-win, for real. Because I remember there were times that I would read a book even, and I would come across a word all along I had no idea whatsoever it even existed. Now I would go to Google to find out its definition, because like I've always said, right, Google is our best friend. It never mocks you or condemns you for not knowing any better. It just gives you what you come to ask for. Now I would see a new word in a book I'm reading, not having an idea of what it means. I would run to Google to find out its definition, and upon realizing what it means, I would be having a conversation with other people. I would unconsciously use those words, not because I'm trying to copy the author per se, but rather because whether or not you like it, you are what you read, you are what you eat, you are who you identify with, you're what you listen to. So because I was tapping into the knowledge of great people and great authors, their knowledge was able to rub off on me. Now when I'm having a conversation and using some of those words, people will be like, oh my god, I love the way she talks, I love her choices of words. But honey, I wasn't born with these words, I had to learn. You see what I mean? One other book I read that really blew my mind was The Art of Seduction. And guys, the first time I actually saw that book, I was like, what the hell? What? The Art of Seduction? No, I'm not reading. My mother didn't give birth to me to come around here trying to seduce people. If they don't want to like me naturally, that's it, they can leave it. And that's the foolishness I'm talking about. Because guys, the key word seduction had nothing whatsoever to do with you trying to lure someone to your bed. It was rather teaching you how to navigate your way around with people and make them be for you as opposed to being against you, and make them support you, love you, encourage you, and just really be for you. And truly, is that not what you want? Let's keep aside the hypocrisy of saying, I don't give a damn, I'm good, it's me against the world. That's a lie. You do give a damn. You want people to love and encourage you because that's how it should be. But you're just saying you don't need it because you were not able to have your way around a situation or with a particular person, and now you're resorting to saying you don't give a damn, whereas realistically you do. Now there's a book out there letting you know how you can go around navigating your way with people and make them be for you as opposed to being against you. Why don't you get your hands on it? Really? Exactly. So yes, reading is one of those small goals that I've set up for myself from this 2023 till forever. Yeah. Now, the third small goal I've set up for myself this year is to exercise more consistently. Yes, guys, I've always been an exercising person, but I haven't been consistent because as an actor, I tend to work sometimes out of town. I mean, today I'm in Asaba, next 5 days I'm in Port Harcourt, next 6 days I'm in Enugu filming, next couple of days I'm in Lagos filming, before you know it I'm in Asaba filming again. So it makes me not to be consistent because in Asaba, which is my base, I am registered at the gym. Now, when I work out for 3-4 days, before you know it, my producer is calling me that we are filming a movie out of town. And now I'm going to another city whereby I don't even know if there's a gym or where there is a gym. You see what I mean? So I'm back to being inconsistent. But this year, I intend to exercise more consistently, even if that means 5 to 10 minutes a day, like I've said, be that skipping or working out. I've just tried to figure out exercises that I can do from home or even from my hotel room when I'm filming out of town. Now, exercising is terribly underrated. Yes, underrated in the sense that a lot of people talk about it from the physical perspective, wanting to build muscles or look toned or having a banging body. Yes, it's a good idea, my goodness. Who doesn't want a banging body? We all do, right? But sincerely speaking, the physical part of exercising, the physical benefits of exercising, it's the least of its benefits. Because when we keep making it all about the physical perspective, you see, slim people don't want to exercise, whereas a chubby looking person can be way healthier than a slim looking person. It's not a size thing. It's a thing of working out to ensure that your blood is pumping right, your heart is able to pump and circulate blood all over your body in the manner at which it should. You can sometimes you see like a really slim person, you know, having a heart attack or having a stroke, and you're wondering, oh my god, how can this person? Yes, sometimes it is because their organs, their immunes are not up to speed, which explains why you don't eat as much as you would during your teenage days and early 20s, but now you're getting bigger. You're eating half of what you would normally eat back then, but now you're getting bigger. But back then you would eat a lot without gaining the kind of weight you're prone to right now. Why? Because the moment you hit 25, your metabolism are no longer all the way up there like it used to be. So you definitely have to do something to ensure that you're speeding it up. You have to exercise, you have to take your supplements, you just have to. Yes, there is a beautiful part of it, which is that you end up having a banging body. Yes, that's amazing. We all want that. But the physical benefits of exercising is still just the least of its qualities. So if at all having a banging body is your motivation, so be it. But if you already have a banging body without exercising, please do not sweep exercise beneath the rug because I look good. What do I need to work out for? Honey, you need to work out so your heart can pump at the speed at which it should. It can pump the blood and circulate it in your body the way it should, when it should, and how it should. You need to build yourself so that, you know, your body is not prone to illnesses that could have been evitable if you were exercising. You get what I mean? So it is definitely a good one to incorporate into your routine like I'm doing, because guys, I'm trying to make exercising more consistent, not because I am big. I'm not big. My mom is not big. My grandma is not big. My elder sister is not big. So it's not a thing. I don't have obesity in my family, no. But at the same time, I could be sitting my ass here not knowing what's going on with my heart. You want to exercise, even if it just means 5 minutes a day, honey. Do it, okay? Yeah, that is my third goal for the year. The next small goal I've set up for myself this year is being super kind, guys. I'm naturally a very kind girl. I mean, anybody who knows me on a personal level would tell you this about me for free. I'm incredibly kind. And if you think I'm bragging, yeah, well, it is with all pleasure that I do so. Please bear with me, okay? Right. Truly, guys, I'm a very kind girl, effortlessly kind, but I want to be more intentional. I want to put in more efforts to be more kind than I've ever been in my life, solely because I've come to realize that indeed the universe gives you what you put out. It's a universal principle that is constantly in effect, regardless of whether or not you believe in it. It is always in effect. Whatever you give out is what you're going to get back. Having known what I want to receive more of, I really want to be more intentional with how much I give that out. Recently in my life, I have received so much kindness from sources I never expected, places I never would have imagined. And when I look back, I realized that in that same effect, I have rendered kindness in places I wasn't obliged to render. I have been kind, I have been warm, I have been receptive, I've been sacrificial. So this is a good business. The more I give that out, the more I'm going to get it back. So let's get on it. So going forward, I want to look at situations with more understanding as opposed to judging. I want to look at people with more empathy as opposed to condemnation. Going forward, I want to show more love and kindness and sweetness, you know. I just want, when people are facing the worst of their days, you know, they can just think, you know what, I'm not going to give up till I'm able to speak to the goddess. Like, I just want people to, I want my energy to bless and uplift and encourage and motivate and show love. And yes, because I know the universe is going to bring that back to me. Guys, I practice the law of attraction. I believe in it. It's very effective. So yes, I'm going to be more kind than I've ever been in my life. That's not to say that there's not going to be people that would trigger me. I mean, there are some sick in the head folks out there that no matter what you do, for the most part, they want to take advantage of it or abuse you or take you for granted. Yes, when I meet such people, I'm going to cut them off. It's not going to make me say, oh, after being kind, this person betrayed me. No, just because that person betrayed you doesn't mean everybody you render kindness to will end up being like that. If someone you are showing kindness to takes you for granted and abuse it, cut that person off and move to the next person. But the person that took you for granted is not a loss, because the universe will bring you back somebody that would render you so much love and kindness without you even knowing that this is the reward of the kindness you render to the person who took you for granted. Trust me, the universe is not biased. The universe is not discriminative. The universe gives you what you give out. So to the friend or cousin or total stranger that you rendered love and kindness and all they did was abuse it, don't worry, it's not a loss. It's gonna come back to you from another person. Move to the next person you're able to find who could need your love or your help or your support or your encouragement or whatever. You get what I mean? The universe is gonna bring it back to you in amazing folds. So yes, I'm gonna be kinder than I've ever been, and I look forward to receiving so much love and kindness from people I know and total strangers too. Yeah. Alright guys, so that's it for some of my small goals in this 2023. There's quite a number of them though, but I didn't want to share all of them in one video because the video might end up being too long. I would be sharing them as time goes on, alright? And yes, please do well to let me know in the comment section which of these small goals of mine resonated with you and which of them you would be adding into your already set goals. And guys, please do not hesitate to let me know some of your small goals in the comment section as well, because who knows, I might pick one or two from it to add into my own goals. At the end of the day, we are here to share, right? Thank you for watching to this point. If you did, I appreciate you and I bless you. I love you. Bye.